The fallout from Kate Middleton's infamous Statler cover story continues. The British press, which is typically rankers to Meghan Markle, is now telling the Duchess of Cambridge to be grateful that the so-called Duchess of Difficult has moved back across the pond. And this suggestion comes after the infamous Statler cover story, which suggests that the two sisters-in-law initially fell out over whether Princess Charlotte should wear tights at Markle's wedding. So why, again, is Middleton still so unhappy? Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle come from two different worlds. Even though Middleton is a commoner, she was raised in and around royalty. Though her mother is a flight attendant, Middleton's father has extensive ties to British royalty. One of her relatives is the Baroness Airedale, who was a prominent guest at George V's coronation. And the Middleton family benefited extensively from various trust funds established by British aristocracy over the years. It would make sense, then, that Kate Middleton would know, almost from birth, about the various nuances of the British royal family. Even if she didn't know every minor detail, as a native Briton, she would be a quick study. By contrast, Meghan Markle grew up in the United States, and, specifically, in Hollywood circles, thanks to her father, Thomas. His habit of courting the gutter press led to his estrangement from her daughter. Her mother, Doria Ragland, is the descendant of African slaves. While this point causes much contention among the white British public, who are willfully obtuse, it seems, when it comes to race relations, Markle has made clear that she embraces and is not ashamed of her black roots. Americans, unlike Britons, have a much more fanciful view of royalty thanks to Disney films and our democratic, individualist ideals. It would not only make sense that Meghan Markle wouldn't know proper protocol about little girls wearing tights. Nobody wears tights in Los Angeles unless they're in ballet class, but it wouldn't be something worth going to war over in an American's mind. So why is Kate Middleton, via proxy, making such a big deal about the now 2-year-old matter, to the point that even the British press thinks it's absurd? The Duchess of Cambridge hasn't been perfect. Despite the British public's willingness to paint Markle as a social climber, a gold digger, and the worst mother this side of Casey Anthony, Kate Middleton is far from St. Mary. In a recently unearthed report, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were excoriated by the firm for fobbing off to the Maldives just a few months after Prince George was born. They weren't there on royal duties, they were there on a second honeymoon. They spent close to £7,000, about $8,500 on the trip footed by the British taxpayer, no less. And it wasn't the first time, or the last, that they'd behaved with such abandon. Fortunately for her, Kate Middleton was able to bury the story. Now that everyone's favorite whipping girl, Meghan Markle, is back on American shores, Middleton can release nothing but fluff pieces to the press every day if she so chooses. So her headlines need to stop depicting her as the picture of misery. Kate Middleton has nothing to complain about.